Hello YouTube, it's me, Brittany. I am making another video today. The purpose of this video is because I have, although this channel is very new for me still here, I have actually been working with other trans people for the last 3 to 4, 5 years, pretty much since I started transitioning, on helping them deal with all types of issues, you know? I mean, it's not easy being trans. It's also not easy to transition. And actually, that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be geared more for some of my baby trans people. And don't take that term offensively. That's pretty much anybody. I consider anybody who is in the first 2 years of their transitioning after coming out. Maybe you've just started hormones, to be baby trans. And the reason for that is because you're just getting into the thick of what's gonna be happening to you. And then honestly, the first 2 years are really the most scariest, I think, for any trans person, male or female. So it's challenging to come out and to your family and things like that. So like the title of this video is going to be Transitioning is Scary, but I don't want you to think that this video is any way to try to scare you or to change your decision to be who you are. If you think you're if you know you're transgender and you would like to transition, I encourage you to do that. You can always comment to me on my videos. I will give you advice on how to actually get that process going for you, because I know when I started, that was the hardest thing. Like, I didn't really know, how do I do this? Like, I'm like, okay, everybody, hey, this is me. I'm not the person you thought I was. I'm actually Brittany, and this is who I am, and I'm gonna live this life for the rest of my life. But from there, I didn't really know anything else, and so it left this fear in my brain of, okay, I just made this huge life-altering decision, but I didn't really plan it out, because it's not something you really plan. It's just something that you kind of come to terms with, and you're like, okay, I can't hide this anymore. So you just come out and tell, and then realize afterwards, oh my goodness, there's so much aspects to it. And the truth is that transitioning is very, very scary. Like, not just for you internally, mentally, and stuff like that, which I always tell people, just go get a counselor, speak to a therapist. Like, that's very important in the very first stages of transitioning. But it's scary for your family. It's scary for anybody that you're close to, because it might be something they're just not aware of. My personal experience is my family kind of turned their backs on me. I mean, not my brothers and sister. They were always very supportive, but my mom and dad were really, really hurt by it. And I didn't see that. I didn't see that it was hurt, that it was their form of mourning their loss of their child, and re-understanding their new child. That takes time, and for you as a trans person, you're gonna see and you're gonna go, oh, they hate me, da 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 da, but that's not always the case. Sometimes they just don't understand yet, and it just takes time. Like, I was the same person for 30 years, and then I changed that. And so it's taken time. My mother finally came around after around 2 years. My father still struggles with it. He's recently just started calling me by my name. He hasn't used the right pronouns very often yet, but we're working, and that's something that you will develop in your own process of transitioning, of dealing with the family issues that are gonna be difficult. But I always say, just be patient with your family, because they will always come back around to you, most times. Most times. Let's hope. I pray for you that they do. Another thing is that makes it really scary is that it's just hard. You've been living this lie for so long, and now you want to tell your truth. But unfortunately, in today's society, that truth is not always accepted, depending on where you live, or, just all types of aspects. For me, I was in rural Missouri, farm towns. Like, I came out, and for me to walk out the door in a dress was extremely frightening. I was terrified, because there were other aspects that I knew could harm me, just for being who I was. But you can't live in that fear. Like, I learned that for 30 years I was scared to be who I was, and the scariest thing that I ever did was coming out and telling people who I was. That was absolutely terrifying. And I'd learned the best way to deal with fear is just to kind of take it head on, because once you get over that stump, it's going to be so much easier, and the rebuilding process is going to become just make life much more simpler for you. That fear is never going to go away. Everything is scary in life, so you're never going to get rid of that fear aspect of anything that's going on. But you can only tackle it by being strong in yourself and just not giving a shit. Like, I hate to put it bluntly, but there are people out there that are gonna accept you. There are people out there that are not gonna accept you, but I'm gonna tell you right now, 90% of them don't give a shit. They don't care if you're they don't care what you're wearing, they don't care what you look like. They are minding their own businesses, and that is awesome. But you and your brain and first coming out in the first 2 years of transition, you don't think that. You think every single person is staring at you, they're talking about you, they're making fun of you, all those things. And they may be, but who gives a shit? You cannot dwell on other people. You have to dwell on your own experiences, and you have to fight through all of the aspects of transitioning. It's not going to be easy, but I promise you that it will always get better. I'm 6 years in, and I still deal with fear issues. I'm about to have surgery in a year. I mean, if you don't think that's terrifying, you're not thinking properly. Yes, I'm excited for it, but it's also a scary thing. I mean, I tell jokes about it on stage, but I've had this for 35 years. Yes, I don't want it, I don't like it, and I can't stand it, but it's scary to think of myself without it. You know, like, I don't know. That's just the best way I can explain it. But I'm not going to let that fear hold me back from being who I want to be and being happy, because I know that once I get over that, everything's going to be fine and I'm going to get past it. Anyways, I kind of rambled and just kind of went on about random things. And in my last video, I also told you guys the wrong date for my show. I am doing a show tomorrow night in Denver at the Voodoo Comedy Club. If you like my videos, please subscribe for more. Please like. Don't hesitate to comment. Ask me questions. I will definitely answer your questions in a video, and I will answer pretty much any kind of question you ask. If it's offensive, I may just answer it to you privately, but I will probably still answer it, because I'd rather educate you than let you be offensive to someone else. Anyways, once again, please subscribe, guys. I love every single one of you guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.